Time bends, memories linger, and bloodlines never truly vanish. Just when we thought Outlander had revealed all of its secrets, the Season 8 trailer drops a single voice, one that could rewrite everything Claire Fraser believes about her past. The word Mrs. Fraser, spoken in the shadows, has sent shockwaves through the fandom. Who is behind that voice? Could it be Henry Beauchamp, Claire's father, thought to be lost forever? If that is true, then Season 8 is not just about survival in the colonies, but about family ties that cross death, distance, and even the boundaries of time itself. Season 8 of Outlander begins with a storm of anticipation unlike anything the series has seen before. After nearly a decade of journeys through time, bloodshed, and heartbreaking separations, the story of Jamie and Claire Fraser is approaching its grand finale. But what makes this season different is not only that it marks the end of their saga, it's that the trailer hints at the impossible. Claire might finally reunite with a family member she believed was gone forever. The trailer itself wastes no time in setting the stage. It delivers a haunting mixture of fresh Season 8 footage and carefully chosen flashbacks from earlier seasons. But the final moments are what have set the internet ablaze. As Jamie and Claire share a rare moment of peace at Fraser's Ridge, a mysterious voice calls out, "Mrs. Fraser." The camera never reveals the speaker, but Claire's stunned reaction says it all. This single line has now sparked endless theories among fans worldwide. At the center of these theories is Henry Beauchamp, Claire's father. Long presumed dead after a car crash in the future, Henry was introduced to viewers in the prequel series Blood of My Blood. There, audiences saw him as a man torn between duty and his love for his family, a man who, if given the chance, might risk everything to find his daughter. Could it be possible that Henry somehow crossed the stones, just like Claire, Brianna, and Roger once did? The idea is not far-fetched, especially considering Outlander's history of using bloodlines as keys to time travel. Remember, Roger once encountered his own father in the past, an event that proved the Fraser world has room for impossible reunions. If Henry is indeed the voice in the trailer, then Season May 8th do more than tie up Jamie and Claire's love story. It may bridge the prequel and the original series in a way no fan could have predicted. Imagine the weight of such a reveal. For Claire, who has lived her life believing she was alone in her journey, to suddenly find her father in the 18th century would change everything. It would not only challenge her understanding of fate, but also test her loyalty to Jamie, her family, and the fragile life they've built at Fraser's Ridge. But before we get swept away by theories, let's return to the official synopsis. Season 8 begins with Jamie and Claire returning home to Fraser's Ridge after the battles and betrayals of the previous seasons. The Ridge is no longer the quiet refuge it once was. New settlers have arrived, old friends have moved on, and changes made during their absence are now permanent. The question for the Frasers is simple yet devastating. How much are they willing to sacrifice for the home they built? And how far will they go to protect each other? This is not just about external enemies, though there will be plenty of them. The synopsis warns that family secrets, finally coming to light, threaten to tear them apart from the inside. That one line may be the most dangerous threat of all. Outlander has always balanced wars and battles with the intimate struggles of its characters. This time, it appears the final conflict won't only be fought with muskets and swords, but with truths long buried and wounds never healed. Already, speculation points to several possible secrets. Some believe the long-teased Faith storyline will return, the heartbreaking loss of Jamie and Claire's daughter that has haunted them since Paris. Season 7 left many of us questioning whether Faith's story truly ended there, or if some twist still lies hidden. Co-showrunner Matthew B. Roberts has promised that this storyline will be addressed in Season 8, finally giving fans clarity and closure. Whether it brings peace or new pain, it's a revelation that could alter Jamie and Claire's bond forever at the same time. The trailer suggests that Brianna and Roger's family will play a major role. There are rumors that the MacKenzies will expand their household, perhaps with another child. This detail might sound small compared to time travel and war, But in Outlander, the smallest shifts in family dynamics often ripple into monumental consequences. Could the arrival of another child change Roger's destiny, especially considering his unique connection to the stones? And if time travel runs through blood, what does that mean for Brianna's children? Still, all roads lead back to the mysterious voice. Trailers are known to mislead us. Season 7 gave us several clever edits designed to spark debate. But even if this is just another trick, the idea of Henry finding Claire is too powerful to ignore. It speaks to one of the deepest themes of Outlander, that blood, memory, and love are never lost. They only wait for the right moment to resurface. If Henry does appear, then the stakes of Season 8 rise beyond wars, ridges, or even the Fraser clan itself. It becomes about family restored across centuries. It becomes about Claire finally confronting the part of her past she thought was lost forever. And it becomes the perfect link between the Outlander we know and the Blood of My Blood prequel that began to explore these very roots. The trailer gives us fragments. Theories give us excitement. But one thing is certain. Season 8 is preparing us for heartbreak, reunion, and revelations that will echo across generations. Outlander has always thrived on the delicate balance between history and destiny, between love stories that feel eternal and tragedies that echo through generations. Season 8 is no exception. In fact, it's shaping up to be the most personal season yet. Beyond the external battles and the looming end of an era, the biggest storm lies in the secrets that threaten to fracture the Fraser family from within. And if the trailer is anything to go by, these secrets will explode into the open sooner than we think. One of the greatest mysteries still hanging over the series is Faith Fraser. Longtime fans will remember the devastating storyline back in Season 2, when Claire lost her first daughter in Paris. That loss scarred her and Jamie forever, becoming one of the darkest points in their journey. Yet, Season 7 ended with whispers and questions that unsettled us all. Could Faith's story be more complicated than what we saw? Was there something hidden, perhaps an unresolved truth that could change the Fraser legacy? Co-showrunner Matthew B. Roberts has already teased that this storyline will be addressed visually early in Season 8. That means we're not just going to hear about it in passing. We're going to see something that brings the Faith storyline back to the forefront. Whether it ends with closure or a shocking revelation, it's clear that this thread, left dangling for years, is finally going to be tied, but Faith is not the only ghost from the past returning. Fraser's Ridge itself is no longer the safe haven it once was. During Jamie and Claire's absence, the Ridge has evolved, attracting new settlers and creating new power dynamics. Some of these newcomers may be allies, but others could be threats in disguise. The official synopsis makes it clear. While the Frasers unite against intruders, the true danger is closer to home. Family secrets, betrayals, and old wounds will threaten to pull them apart from the inside. And if history has taught us anything about Outlander, it's that internal conflicts often cut deeper than any war. This theme extends beyond Jamie and Claire to the MacKenzie household as well. Brianna and Roger's journey has always been about more than survival. It's about reconciling two worlds. They've lived in the 18th century, struggled in the 20th, and now find themselves raising children in an age where time travel remains a constant threat. Rumors about the couple expanding their family in Season 8 add another layer of complexity. Another child means another potential traveler, another life that could be shaped or destroyed by the stones. Remember, the ability to pass through time is not random. It runs through bloodlines. That means the next generation of Frasers and MacKenzies could carry the same fate, caught between centuries whether they want it or not. And then there's William. Jamie's illegitimate son has been a source of both pride and pain, his very existence shaping much of Jamie's decisions over the years. The trailer has sparked speculation that William might play a larger role in the final season. Some even believe he could be the mysterious voice calling Mrs. Fraser. While this theory seems less likely than Henry's return, it cannot be dismissed. If William steps back into Claire's life, It could challenge her loyalty to Jamie in ways we haven't yet seen. She has accepted William as Jamie's child. But what if William's own choices bring conflict to Fraser's Ridge? What if his loyalties split between his biological father and the world he was raised in? These are questions Season 8 seems eager to answer. Still, nothing captures the fandom's attention more than the idea of Henry Beauchamp, Claire's father, crossing time to find her. This single possibility changes the emotional core of the final season. For Claire, who has endured loss after loss, who has built a life in a world not her own, the sudden appearance of her father would be earth-shattering. It wouldn't just be about family reunion. It would raise questions about destiny itself. Did Henry know about the stones all along? Was his car crash really an accident, or was it connected to his attempts to travel through time? And most importantly, if Henry could find his way to the past, what does that mean for Claire's future? Could she ever truly leave him behind again? This possibility also connects directly to the prequel series, Blood of My Blood. That show introduced us to Henry as a man of quiet strength, a man whose love for his family defined his every choice. By linking him to Season 8, the writers are not only tying the prequel to the main series, but also creating a bridge between generations of Outlander storytelling. It's a bold move, one that would make the Outlander universe feel whole, complete, and interconnected in ways fans never dared to expect. Yet even with all this speculation, the showrunners have reminded us of painful truth. There are only 10 episodes left. 10 hours to bring closure to decades of storytelling, to give answers to questions that have haunted us since Season 1. As Roberts himself explained, nothing that doesn't affect Jamie and Claire gets in. That means every scene, every revelation will matter. There is no more time for detours. Everything we see in Season 8 will lead directly to the resolution of Jamie and Claire's journey. This makes the stakes higher than ever. Each interaction, each secret revealed, could be the last time we see these characters in action. There is no going back. Outlander has always been about survival, but now it is about legacy. The choices Jamie and Claire make will not only decide the fate of Fraser's Ridge, but also determine what kind of world their children and grandchildren will inherit. And so we return to that single voice that haunting Mrs. Fraser. Whether it belongs to Henry, William, or another figure entirely, the trailer has made one thing clear. Season 8 is not about endings. It is about connections across time, blood, and memory. And sometimes the most dangerous connections are the ones we thought were gone forever. As we move closer to the premiere of Outlander Season 8, one truth becomes undeniable. This final chapter is not just about battles or time travel. It is about confronting the past, protecting the present, and shaping the future of the Fraser family. Every clue, every line of dialogue, every fleeting image in the trailer carries weight, and the fandom knows it. That's why the single word, Mrs. Fraser, has created more conversation than entire trailers from earlier seasons. It's not just about who speaks, it's about what that voice represents. Think about it. Claire has always been the heart of Outlander. She is the healer, the time traveler, the bridge between 2 centuries. Yet, she has carried a wound her entire life, the absence of her parents. She lost them young, built her life alone, and eventually found family in Jamie and the Ridge. To suddenly hear her father's voice, in the flesh, in a century where he doesn't belong, would be a revelation unlike anything she's ever faced. For Claire, it wouldn't just be about joy. It would be about fear. Fear of losing him again. Fear of disrupting the fragile balance she and Jamie have fought so hard to protect. If Henry Beauchamp is indeed alive in the 18th century, then his presence will spark more than just emotional turmoil. It could unravel secrets about the stones, about how time itself works in the Outlander universe. Remember, Diana Gabaldon's books often tie time travel to bloodlines, destiny, and sacrifice. Henry's sudden arrival could answer questions the series has avoided for years. Why can some people travel through time while others cannot? Why do some bloodlines seem more deeply connected to the stones? And what price must be paid for the gift, or curse, of moving through centuries? Season May 8th finally give us these answers. The same time, we cannot forget the broader picture. Jamie and Claire's return to Fraser's Ridge is not the peaceful homecoming we once dreamed of. Instead, it is a battlefield in its own right. The Ridge has changed. New settlers bring new rivalries. Old grudges resurface. And with America's revolution simmering in the background, no settlement is truly safe. The Frasers will be forced to defend their land, their family, and their legacy. But the most dangerous battles won't be fought with muskets. They will be fought in whispered secrets, painful confessions, and choices that could tear the family apart. The MacKenzie's role in all this cannot be underestimated. Brianna and Roger are no longer just supporting characters. They are central to the future of the Fraser bloodline. Their children represent the bridge between eras, the living proof that history and destiny are woven together. If rumors of a new addition to their family prove true, then the final season will not only focus on endings, but also on beginnings. It is the perfect contrast. As Jamie and Claire's story nears its close, the next generation is only just beginning its journey. And then there is William. His presence remains one of the most unpredictable elements of the series. As Jamie's son, his identity has always carried tension. But now, with loyalties tested and blood ties exposed, William could find himself torn between worlds. If he sides with Jamie, he may finally accept the father he has long resisted. If he resists, he could become one of the greatest threats Fraser's Ridge has ever faced. Either way, William's storyline is set to explode in Season 8. Still, nothing compares to the possibility of Henry's arrival. If that theory proves true, then Season 8 will do more than close a story. It will heal a wound that has lingered since Season 1. Claire, after all her sacrifices, would finally stand face to face with the man who shaped her childhood, the man she thought she lost forever. Such a reunion would ripple across every relationship she has built, especially with Jamie. Would Jamie welcome Henry as an ally, or see him as a rival for Claire's loyalty? Would Henry's presence strengthen the Fraser bond, or test it in its final hour? The showrunners have promised us that every storyline in Season 8 will matter, and with only 10 episodes, there will be no wasted time. That means the Faith storyline, William's choices, Brianna's family, and the voice calling Mrs. Fraser are not distractions. They are essential to the conclusion. Each thread will weave together to form a tapestry that defines not just Jamie and Claire's legacy, but the entire Outlander saga, and we must prepare ourselves. Because Outlander has never been afraid of heartbreak. For every reunion, there has always been a loss. For every answered question, there has been a new mystery. Season 8 will not shy away from this. It will test our emotions, deliver shocks we didn't see coming, and remind us why this story has captivated us for so long, to be why the time the credits roll on the final episode, we may be left in tears, but we will also be left with closure. Closure that honors the love story of Jamie and Claire. Closure that ties together past and present. And closure that proves Outlander is more than just a series about time travel. It is a story about family, about sacrifice, and about the belief that love is stronger than time itself. As we wait for the official release, we hold onto that single moment from the trailer. The quiet ridge, the peaceful embrace, and the voice that cuts through it all, Mrs. Fraser. Whether it belongs to Henry, William, or another figure from the past, it carries the weight of everything still to come. And in that one line lies the promise of Season 8, a promise that the final chapter will be just as haunting, just as breathtaking, and just as unforgettable as the journey that brought us here.